Over the past week, Yemeni Houthis attacked 3 civilian vessels in the Red Sea region. One of the hits struck the MT wind tanker, causing a minor fire on board. Ansar Allah militants shot down 2 MQ-9 Reaper drones, one over the Al-Baida province, the other south of Marib. Since the escalation began, Houthis have confirmed downing 5 UAVs worth at least $150 million. Pro-Iranian proxies reported launching 5 drones at IDF military facilities in Eilat. Only one was intercepted near the city, while no alarms or explosion sounds were reported in other instances. Shia formations attempted to strike Israeli targets in the occupied Golan Heights. Israeli air defenses intercepted a suspicious target from Syria, preventing it from crossing the border. Israeli aviation carried out strikes in the vicinity of Homs. The attack targeted positions of the Syrian Arab Army and Iran-backed groups in the southern part of the city. In the eastern part of the country, Shia formations launched a missile strike on targets in Deir ez-Zor province. The hit was on a U.S. military base near the Conoco gas processing plant. A U.S. base near the Al Omar oil field was also attacked. This site was hit for the first time in a relatively long period, but no group claimed responsibility for the attack. Protests against the terrorist group Hayat Tahrir al-Sham continued in the militant-controlled part of Idlib. Demonstrations again resulted in clashes and injuries among the protesters. The Syrian army continued using kamikaze drones to strike militant positions. Targets included terrorist warehouses and shelters in the Jebel az-Zawiya area under militant control. The Syrian army conducted a series of strikes on the western outskirts of Aleppo province. Terrorist infrastructure in at least 4 settlements was hit. The Syrian army also deployed large reinforcements to the Palmyra and Deir ez-Zor areas. This decision was driven by the increased activity of ISIS militants and attackers from the At-Tanf zone, targeting SAA posts and local residents. Russian armed forces set up an observation post on the M4 highway and transferred military equipment to it. Based on this event and SAA strike activity, a localized offensive by Syrian forces is highly likely in the summer. Turkish artillery shelled the village of At-Tuhar, northeast of Manbij. 3 civilians were injured, including a 14-year-old teenager. In northern Iraq, Turkey began constructing a military base near the village of Ahmadiyya. According to local residents, construction has been ongoing for the past 2 weeks.